Good day everyone! For today's video, we are going to discuss about writing expressions with rational exponents as radicals and vice versa. Expressions with rational exponents can be changed into radical form and vice versa. So in this illustration, ito po yung itsura ng ating exponential form. Expression written in exponential form. So A is the base, M is the numerator of our fractional exponent, and then N is the denominator. Sa radical form naman, ito po ang itsura niyan, wherein N is the root or index, then A is the radicand, then M is the power, and then, of course, the radical sign. Ganyan po, ang tawag natin dyan ay radical sign. Let us use the concept of the flower and the root to see the relationship between expressions with rational exponent in its radical form. So, ito po yung ating illustration. Meron tayong flower and then yung root po niya. So, flower is the power and root is the root. So, in the illustration above, the numerator of the rational exponent is represented by the flower and the denominator is represented by the root. From exponential form to radical form, we say that the flower is the power and the root is the root. For example, we have here an expression in exponential form. So we have W raised to 3/4. So yung 3, that is our numerator ng fractional exponent natin. And then 4, yun yung denominator ng fractional exponent natin. So, yung 3 po, that is the flower or the power. And 4, that is the root. So, kung i-rewrite natin yan, itong expression na to into radical form, ganito po ang itsura niya. So, kung makikita ninyo, yung denominator po ng exponential fractional exponent natin, which is 4, ginawa po natin siyang index. Ilagay po natin dito sa index or yung order of the radical. And then yung 3 na numerator ng fractional exponent natin, ilagay naman po natin doon. Naging power po siya. And then yung base natin, nilagay natin sa loob ng radical sign, ito yung naging radicand natin. So in addition, the root of irradical expressions is often called the index or the order of the radical. To convert expressions from exponential form to radical form, or to write expressions from exponential form to radical form, the denominator of the fractional exponent will become the root of the radical, and the numerator will become the power. So create the power first, then the root or the other way around. So example 1, the expression in exponential form is 3 raised to 1/2. So kung i-convert natin yan into radical form, titingnan po natin yung ating fractional exponent. So ang denominator natin dito ay 2. So yung denominator na 2 po natin doon, ilalagay po natin yan dito sa index. Or ito po yung magiging order of radical natin. And then yung numerator ng ating fractional exponent, which is 1, yun naman ang magiging power. So, yung base natin, yung ating radicand. Then, bakit siya naging square root of 3? Bakit nawala yung index na 2? Kasi po, kapag square root, understood na po yon na ang index niya ay 2. So hindi na natin yan kailangang isulat pa. And then, 3 raised to 1 is equal to 3. So, from 3 raised to 1/2, that is equal to square root of 3. Example 2, m raised to 3/4. Again, tingnan po natin ang ating fractional exponent. So, ang denominator ay 4. Ilalagay po natin yan sa index. And then, ang numerator ng fractional exponent natin ay 3. Yun po yung magiging power. Then, base po, same lang po yan sa ating radicand. For example 3, so we have x raised to negative 5 over 7. So again, since ito ay negative exponent, kailangan i-simplify muna natin siya na kung saan ang exponent niya ay maging positive. So applying the law of negative exponent, wherein a raised to negative 1 is equal to 1 over a raised to 1. So dito, para ang nangyari, naglagay tayo ng 1 dyan, and then ito, binabalang natin. So, equal siya sa 1 over x raised to 5 over 7. Then, again, tignan po natin ang ating fractional exponent. Ang denominator ng fractional exponent natin ay 7. Ang kanyang numerator ay 5. So, si 7, ilalagay natin sa index. And then 5, magiging power ng ating radical. For example 4, we have quantity a squared plus b squared raised to 1/2. So, ito, kita nyo naman na sa loob ng parenthesis, ibig sabihin, ito yung magiging base natin. So, lahat yan, yung buong yan, yan din yung magiging radicand ninyo. Lalagay nyo lang sa loob. Again, bakit square root po siya? Kasi ang denominator ng ating fractional exponent ay 2. So, square root po yun. And then, since 1 lang yan, kahit erase natin ito sa 1, equal pa rin yan sa a squared plus b squared. Or tandaan nyo na lang, kapag 1/2, that is the same as square root. Kapag 1/3, the same lang yan sa cube root. Pag 1/4, fourth root. Pag 1/5, fifth root. Ganun lang po siya. Okay, paano naman kapag tayo ay magre-rewrite ng expression mula sa radical form to exponential form? Ito naman kabaliktaran ng kanina. So remember that the index of the radical will become the denominator of the fractional exponent and the power will become the numerator. So baliktad na proseso lang yung gagawin natin. Okay, example 1, we have square root of 6. Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, kapag square root, parehas lang po yan sa 1/2 na exponent. So, kung square root of 6 ito, it is equal to 6 raised to 1/2. For example 2, we have square root of quantity 5ab raised to 3. So, dito, okay, alamin muna natin ano yung index natin. Since square root ito, ang index natin ay 2. Okay po, kaya meron tayong 2 doon. And then, since nabuo na yan, so sabi dyan, remember that the index, so ang index natin dito ay 2, will become the denominator of the fractional exponent. Kaya andun po si 2. And then, the power will become the numerator. So, ito, yung base natin, radicand natin, that will become our base, kaya nakalagay siya dyan, 5ab, saan nanggaling si 2? Yung ating index. Saan nanggaling yung numerator ng fractional exponent natin? Ayan po yung power. For our example 3, we have 5x, fourth root of y cubed. So, yung 5x po natin, ang tawag po natin dyan ay coefficient of the radical. Kasi, ayan yung number sa labas ng radical natin. And then, yung radical natin is fourth root of y cubed. So, ito po yung i-rewrite natin into exponential form. So, first, i-copy muna natin or kunin muna natin yung ating coefficient. Kaya meron tayong 5x dito. And then, sa ating radical, yung radicand natin is y. Ayan yung magiging base. Kaya meron tayong y dito as the base. And then the index, which is 4, will be the denominator of our fractional exponent. Tapos yung power dito, which is 3, yan yung magiging numerator ng ating fractional exponent. After that, i-multiply natin itong dalawang expression. So 5x times y raised to 3/4, it will become 5xy raised to 3/4. So from this radical form into this exponential form. For our last example, example 4, we have fifth root of quantity 3x cubed plus 4b squared. So again, yung nasa loob ng quantity, that will be our base. Kasi yan po yung radicand natin. Kaya kinopy lang po natin yan. Lagay po natin dito as our base. And then, yung index natin, ito po, index, which is 5. Ayan po yung magiging denominator ng ating fractional exponent. And then yung power dito, which is 2, ayan naman po yung magiging numerator ng ating fractional exponent. So from this radical form, so fifth root of quantity 3x cubed plus 4b squared is equal to quantity 3x cubed plus 4b raised to 2/5. Thank you for watching and happy learning.